Lagtek, mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
Ngiti, ngiti, huwag kang mag-atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Basta G-Flex, sigurado ang quality. Tarpaulin, linoleum, kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa G-Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond? Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Lagtek. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
All right, from 9 teams, we are down to our last 4. We are now here in our semifinals dito sa UCAL Season 8, rising to new heights. Our first game will feature the CEU Scorpions going up against their only tormentors this season in the LPU-Batangas Pirates. And right after that, a rematch of last year's championship, the Olivares College Sea Lions will be facing last year's first runners-up, the PCU Dasmariñas Dolphins. That's at 3 o'clock p.m. Dito pa rin po tayo sa Paco Arena, the home of the UCAL. This is Javi Palanya. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I'm with Coach F. Frederick Francisco. Coach, good afternoon. Good to be working with you again. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's also our first time working together.
This season, right?
Yeah, forever. So
Talaga ba?
yeah, this is our first time actually working together. It's both an honor and a pleasure to be able to work with the Javi Palanya.
You're too kind, Coach. You're too kind. All right. Now, it's going to be the semifinals, Coach, and we're down to our last 4 teams. It's going to be a very exciting match-up between 4 squads kasi ang ganda rin ng naging journey ng 4 na squads na pumunta dito sa semifinals.
Well, especially itong 4 na teams na to, ang daming compelling stories na nakita natin throughout the season. Most notably, itong CEU almost finishing the season with an unblemished record, and kamukat-mukat mo, makakatapat nila sa semifinals yung team na nagbigay sa kanila ng blemish na yon, the LPU Pirates.
Imagine 10-1 in the elimination round, and their only loss in this tournament came against the LPU-Batangas Pirates, and we're gonna talk about them more deeper into this. Coach, yung talo kasi nila, Coach, they went up against a team that was very relentless, no, Coach? But they don't have that much depth compared to the CEU Scorpions.
Yeah, CEU definitely a very deep team. No? Kausap ko nga kanina si Coach Ron Camara. Aminado naman sila. They made a lot of matchup mistakes there in that game. Ayoko na lang silang pangunahan. Pero sinabi rin niya sa akin yon, yung matchup problems nila in that game. And makakaasa daw tayo, yung mga fans ng CEU, hindi na raw mauulit yon.
Alright, titingnan natin kung mangyayari ngayon. Obviously, this is one of the deepest teams, if not the deepest team that we have this season, itong CEU Scorpions. And they're looking to reclaim a championship that they lost last year. Di sila nakapasok ng championship last year. That was the first time in a while na di natin sila nakita sa finals. But they're parading a guy in Precious Momoway and a lot of other veterans to try and reclaim that trophy. But dako naman tayo sa kabilang panig. Let's talk about the LPU-Batangas Pirates. And these Pirates have had one heck of a season, and Coach CJ Nuiles and his boys, they're looking to barge into the finals. This is only their second Final Four appearance, by the way, Coach.
Yeah, pero this team, actually, kahit nung nagtatalo sila initially sa season natin, they showed a lot of potential, and I even predicted midway through the season they're gonna be making a lot of waves, and that's what they did, punctuated by that win against the erstwhile undefeated CEU Scorpions.
That certainly boosted their confidence and made themselves a contender for the championship this season. Sabi ko nga kanina, they haven't made the finals series yet in this tournament. Ito ang ating Crane Team matchup. Mark Sarza will be going up against PJ Balubar. PJ Balubar was a big factor in that quarter-final win that they had.
Actually played like an FSA in that game, no? Scored 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals to go along with 3 blocks. No? Ito naman si Mark Sarza for CEU. He's probably their most consistent local player, no? A do-it-all type player, parang Swiss Army knife para dito kay Coach Joe Silva.
Ayan ang magiging Crane Team matchup natin. Tingnan natin which of these two players can actually be a big factor in leading their squads to a win here. Both an important game para sa parehong kupunan. It's gonna be the CEU Scorpions going up against the LPU-Batangas Pirates. Let's go to Miguel Pere for the start of this game.
Ngiti, ngiti, huwag kang mag-atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
hurry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Basta G-Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa G-Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond? Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Clog Tech. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
Good afternoon, UCAL fans, and welcome to the Paco Arena. For our first game is the CEU Scorpions versus the LPU-Batangas Pirates on the UCAL PG Flex Linoleum Season 8 semifinals. With the CEU Scorpions holding a twice-the-beat advantage, let us now meet the starters. First, for CEU Scorpions. Starting at guard number 16, Kurt Miranda. Also at guard number 30, Jerry Cañete. At center number 21, Apugi Takpini. At small forward number 17, Cam Sapsalon. Also at forward number 28, Mark Sarza. The head coach for the CEU Scorpions is Joe Silva. Here comes the starting five for the LPU-Batangas Pirates. Starting at guard number 30, Tristan God. Also at guard number 8, Kyle Mitra. And center number 35, Terry Mark. Forward number 31, J.M. Paco. Also at forward number 3, A.J. Lacusong. The head coach for the Pirates is JC Luiles.
As we know, our starters, CEU will be parating Kurt Miranda, Jerry Cañete, Apugi Takpini, Kim Sabsalon, and Mark Sarza. Sa kabilang panig naman, Coach JC Nuiles will be beginning things with Tristan Gad, Kyle Mitra, Terry Mark in the middle, and James Paco and AJ Lacusong rounding out the forward spots para sa LPU Batangas Pirates. Once again, good afternoon to everybody watching this first semifinal matchup between the CEU Scorpions and the LPU Batangas Pirates. Magandang hapon sa lahat na nanonood on Smart Sports, Puso Pilipinas, and on our Facebook and YouTube pages. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Coach F. Frederick Francisco. Ms. Avia Zunich will be with us in a moment. She will be our courtside reporter para sa ating Monday doubleheader, our semifinal doubleheader this afternoon. Opening tip goes outside. That will go in favor of the CEU Scorpions. Coach, we already dabbled into how LPU Batangas was the only team to pin a loss on the CEU Scorpions this season. What do you think is going to be important for them to repeat this feat in this game?
Well, first and foremost is to maintain that intensity, both defensively and offensively all throughout the game. Kasi napansin ko dito sa CEU, there are moments in the game na medyo nagiging yung offense nila nagbabag down for some reason or the other. And even the coaches, napansin din nila yon. Ang problema lang, nung game nila against LPU, they weren't able to recover. Kasi usually pagdating ng fourth quarter, biglang all guns are blazing for CEU. In that game, for some reason, medyo nagbara yung offense nila nung fourth quarter. That's why LPU was able to run away with that close win.
Well, they're off to a good start here as Kep Sabsalon was able to get them a 3-pointer pero nakasagot naman with a 2-pointer itong LPU Batangas. So it's 3-2 in the early goings. Not even a minute gone by yet here. You could already see, Coach, the action and the intensity. It's already heating up in the opening seconds of this game.
Oh, I like the combination for LPU. Ang ganda ng blend ng veterans saka mga newer players nila.
Miranda misfires from mid-range. Takpini getting the offensive rebound but put back no good. Precious Momoway will be coming off the bench in this game. Terry Mark gets it off the glass but could not finish. And Takpini collars the rebound. Miranda tries to get a last-minute pass to Takpini.
Had he gone up for an attempt, that would have been 2 free throws for Kurt Russell Miranda. But one thing also going for LPU, especially in their last game, yung defense nila, medyo tumaas yung intensity. In that game against Diliman College, they were able to ramp up their defense, limiting Solomon One, who usually scores 21 points per game, to just 17. And Leonard Maranya, below average 16 points usually average just held to 13 points.
Well, actually, Coach, many people were expecting that game to be a very close one.
Yeah.
But what happened was LPU Batangas won by 20 points and were actually in control by so much more.
That's because of their defense nga, no? As we see here, yung defense nila medyo trying to be stingy, but ito, that's 2 straight fouls na naitawag sa kanila with Zarza on the line for 2.
Mark Zarza, 12 points per game. He will take 2 beyond Fisho Fit. Discover your new 100% free throws. Zarza has been a vital piece in the rotation of Coach Joe Silva this season. There you see him on your screens.
And their most reliable local player, to si MJ Zarza for CEU.
Two for 2 para kay MJ Zarza. Lamang na tatlo ang Scorpions. Little backcourt pressure being applied by the guys in white. Tristan Gan gets by the mark. Screen, fires from the outside, no good. And outside shooting not yet working early on here for the LPU Batangas Pirates. That has been one of their strengths. I think that's been their strongest suit this season, Coach.
Especially for Tristan Gad, he leads the league in 3-point percentage at 41%. No?
Gad dives for the loose ball. Mark picks it up. No numbers for the Pirates. He wisely waits for his teammates. Gad will direct traffic, calls out the play. Paco asks for it. No shot available. Mitra. Shot clock winding down for the Pirates. James Paco will take it and make it.
Medyo sinagot nila yung request mo, Javi. James Paco hitting from deep. Itong 5 na to for LPU Batangas right now. This is a good outside shooting team, no? Including Terry Mark.
But MJ Zarza continuing to go to work here in the first quarter. This is our Smart Guest to Learning and Development. End one play, getting the foul on David Jose.
Nice little pocket pass there from Kurt Russell Miranda. So MJ Zarza always moves well without the ball.
But what about Miranda, Coach? Really facilitating well to start this game. That certainly is a good sign para kay Coach Joe Silva.
Yun ang maganda dito sa guards ng CEU. They can play well with each other. Especially ito si Jerry Cañete and Miranda.
God, again, misfiring from the outside. But I'd like to touch on the guards of CEU a little more, Coach. They have a lot of guys to take experience from on that CEU bench. You have Aris Di Maunahan and Rob Labagala, two former PBA players with a lot of college experience as well.
Definitely. And current pro experience, nandyan din, makikita natin si O'Neal Arim
You're right, yes.
on the bench.
7-5. CEU looking to extend. Sapsalon almost got it to go. But another foul on David Jose, pangalawa na yan.
We've been singing the high praises of FMJ Sarza, pero this guy, Kem Sapsalon, is also one of the stalwarts for CEU this season. No? Itong dalawan to, nagpapalitan lang in clutch situations. Always coming up big for CEU.
Another pair of Beyond Fish Show Fit. Discover your new 100% free throws para sa CEU Scorpions. This time it's Sapsalon, who's averaging just a little bit under the 12 points per game nito ni Mark Sarza. Sapsalon makes the second. Terry Mark. One-on-one against Takpini. Near the block, hands it off to Tristan Gad. Gad gets blocked, and Miranda gives himself a bump on the chest for making a good defensive play, blocking Tristan Gad.
Good anticipation and that step back shot by Tristan Gad for Kurt Russell Miranda.
Undefeated Sportswear, the official outfitter of the UCAL in Season 8. Terry Mark, shot fake, jab step, gets the basket to go. Little KDS move coming from one of the FSAs of LPU-Batangas. Mark, yes, the learning and development and one play para kay Terry Mark.
Ito si Terry Mark actually plays more like a guard, no,
Yeah.
than a big man para dito kay para sa LPU Batangas.
Yan talaga ang hulman ng parehong FSA nitong LPU Batangas, no? Si Alpha ba? We all know
Outside
also
shooter din, yeah.
very good scorer. Actually, not just very good. I would say a great scorer para dito sa LPU Batangas. Do it all effort.
Although itong si Terry Mark is more of a perimeter shooter as evidenced by his last game against CEU. Most of his jump shots came from the perimeter. Whereas si Alpha ba naman from three-point country.
Tristan Gad gives it up. Mitra at the corner. Mark now at the middle. Hesitation, pull up. Long rebound goes to Precious Momaway, who's making his first appearance in this game. Former UE Red Warrior has been looking to lead the Scorpions to another trophy this year in the UCAL, and he has been dominant in that role.
Actually, when the season was about to begin, nabanggit nga namin nung nag-usap kami ni Jaime, who was my partner at that time, sobrang ganda ng recruitment nitong CEU. They got another gem of an FSA in Apugi Takpini. Pero biglang Precious Momaway falls into their lap. So it's a case of the rich getting richer, no?
I would agree with that, but it hasn't been a guarantee of them going all the way because LPU Batangas is standing in their way. Terry Mark, good defense there by Momaway. A forces stop there. LPU Batangas hasn't made a lot of their shots. They're trying to make this one. That's a shot. PJ Balobar down the drain.
That was a great assist there from Tristan Gad, acknowledging yung hustle doon ni Balobar with an extra pass.
Take a look at what happened here this last sequence. Tristan Gad passing it up to PJ Balobar for a Pioneer Mighty Bond instant glue 3-point shot of the game.
Ganda nung ni Tristan Gad doon. Ni-reward niya si PJ Balobar for that dive to recover that loose ball with a wide open 3-point attempt.
But another foul here, Coach, on LPU Batangas. We were talking off air before the game about this, that one of the things that LPU Batangas needs to do is to limit their fouls sa laro na to.
Yeah, play good defense while limiting their fouls. So far, it's already 5 fouls called on LPU. That's not a good sign, especially with a team playing against a CEU team that's very, very deep.
Kurt Miranda making his first free throw. These are Beyond Fish Show Fit. Discover your new 100% free throws. Miranda splits his charities. Offensive rebound for the Scorpions. Mintis rin yan. This game is tied. Oh, another 3-point shot Back-to-back hits for LPU-Batangas. This time it's David Jose hitting just below the three-point line.
So si David Jose, ang ganda ng development niya as a player. No? He wasn't known for as an outside shooter a couple of years back, pero slowly developed that skill.
Paco, step back three. This time it's short. God tracks down the loose ball. Gets the screen from Mark. What a pass. Oh, look at the teamwork on display there by the LPU Batangas Pirates, leading to this N1 play for David Jose.
Great interior passing here between the two forwards of LPU Batangas.
This is our Jerry's sizzling assist of the game. You'd still rather be at Jerry's. What teamwork shown there by LPU Batangas. Coach, LPU Batangas has also been a leading team in terms of assists per game this season, and I think one of the biggest factors as to how they were able to reach their second appearance in the Final Four in this tournament.
Especially to si PJ Balobar, no, made that assist pass to David Jose, averaging 4 assists per game this season. So very good passing forward para dito sa Pirates.
Jose has scored the last 5 points of LPU Batangas. They lead by that same number right now, and they're trying to put on backcourt pressure. Pero nakatakas doon ang CEU. Season swoops in for 2 points. He was the player that wasn't able to suit up in that game, that loss that they had against LPU Batangas. And CJ Singson averages around 10 points per game para sa kanila.
Slowly developed to the lead, one of the leaders of CEU this season to the CJ. Last year was his coming out party. Na-develop niya yung confidence niya. Right now, he's probably their most stable player.
Meanwhile, on the other side, CEU naman ang nagbigay ng foul. It's Terry Mark who's gonna go to the free throw line. One of the top players of LPU Batangas last year, Edward De Chavez, will be checking in for Coach JC Nuiles. Terry Mark will be taking 2 Beyond Fisho Fit. Discover your new 100% free throws. I was talking to Benji the last time we covered these guys. No? Ito si Edward De Chavez. Last year, ang ganda ng season niya, Coach, but took a step back this season. But still, he has been able to contribute in different ways.
He's a true veteran. No? I think nung early in the season, Coach JC was trying to give minutes to his younger players, no? Like Lacusong, Jab Sunyo on the floor right now. And yes, De Chavez, being the true veteran and leader that it is, took a step back para ma-establish ng younger players yung bearings nila. And right now, it's paying dividends for LPU Batangas.
That's humility and selfishness coming from the captain of LPU Batangas. Precious Momoway throws a pass that sails out of bounds. Turnover, laban sa Scorpions.
Medyo ito, in terms of regaining his bearings yung si Opilio hasn't played in a while. No? Medyo na-injure siya dun sa first round natin.
LPU Batangas a chance to extend their lead here. Another pass on the baseline. David Jose making himself available once again.
Oo nga, the recipient of a couple of good assist passes. That time it was Sunyo giving up the assist.
Pero mabilis na kasagot ang CEU. CJ Singson, another 2 points off a layup.
Beginning to get hot. Itong si CJ Singson in transition.
Sunyo playing the 2-man game with Alpha Ba. Alpha steps back behind the 3-point line, in and out. Jose almost got to it. CEU is pushing. Momoway couldn't handle the pass. Kicks it out. Singson. That's off the front of the iron.
So yung dalawang top leading 3-point shooters natin sa league still unable to buy a bucket. Talking about Tristan Gad and si CJ Singson.
Jose turns the corner. Kicks it out. Ba, can he make it this time? Hits nothing. Momoway ahead of the pack, but Alpha Ba playing the passing lanes well.
Playing like an NFL cornerback there itong si Alpha Ba, no? Swatting that ball away.
Preventing a transition opportunity for the Scorpions. It will be a baseline throw-in para sa kanila. MJ Sarza babalik dito para kay Coach Joe Silva. So it's Hopilio, Momoe, Sarza, Gab Gamboa, and CJ Singson on the floor for the Scorpions. Sarza, hook shot, gets it to go, plus the foul.
So ayun, yun na yung great key matchup natin, yung between Sarza and Balubar. And that time, MJ Sarza getting the better of Balubar with a jump hook.
That's our spark, yes, to learning and development. And one play, CJ Singson giving the chest bump to MJ Sarza, celebrating that basket. Sarza now with 6 points, could be 7 off of this free throw. Three-point play completed by MJ Sarza. Dalawa ang kalamangan dito ng LPU Batangas. Sunyo trying to work against this zone of CEU. He gets that basket to drop. That's a three-pointer para kay Mark Sunyo.
Sunyo there with a zone breaker. With also one of the top 10 three-point shooters in the league this season to si Sunyo.
That's our Pioneer Mighty Blonde. Instant glue, three-point shot of the game. Another three-pointer for the LPU Batangas Pirates. We go into this Vital One Purified Drinking Water timeout.
G-Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG-Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba, may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond. Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Clog Tech. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
You're still tuned in on the 8th season of PG Flex Linoleum UCAL with me, Avison, reporting live at Paco Arena. These two teams split their matchup. Their true game, and so far the Pirates are doing exactly that with no major adjustments. Meanwhile, all eyes are on Patrick Balubar. In his first ever semis appearance, he shared that he barely got any sleep during the excitement, saying he's just running on adrenaline. He also admitted that the team did not expect to reach this point after a rough start to the season as they went through challenges, got down at times, but had to snap out of it and come together to shift their mindset. Now let's see, Javi and Coach F, if these young guns can keep it going, come out on top once again. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Avia. Excellent report right there. Avia mentioned PJ Balubar, Coach, how he has been able to finish this season strong. Well, hindi pa naman tapos yung kanilang season, but sabi nga ni Avia, after a rough start, he has been able to really contribute at the highest level para sa kupunan ni Coach JC Nuiles.
Well, yung binabanggit kasi nilang rough start was more of an acclimatization period para dito sa LPU Batangas. Pero nung nakuha na nila yung rhythm nila as a team, everything went downhill from there. At ito, they're reaping the benefits of that chemistry na naiatala nila.
Oh, an offensive foul called here. Initially, Coach JC Nuiles was on the floor. He was fuming mad at that initial call, but another one of our officials stepped in and said that it was supposed to be a defensive foul. So let's see, our referees will huddle up here and decide what the final call will be. Titingnan nila yung replay.
Pero give huge props to referee Jay Castroverde.
Oh, yeah.
Grabe yung tinakbo niya doon. Showcasing a little bit of athleticism. Itong si ref.
Ayun na nga. They corrected. Jay Castroverde says it is going to be a foul against CEU. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. First quarter pa lang po tayo, mga kaibigan. Ang dami na nangyayari. We'll be back.
worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
You're still watching the UCAL Season 8 Rising to New Heights semi-final day here at the Paco Arena. This is the first of our 2 games in this doubleheader this Monday. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. CEU Scorpions against the LPU-Batangas Pirates. Red shirts with the basketball. Sunyo being guarded by Gab Gamboa. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. Defense forcing this turnover even before the shot clock expires. But LPU gets it back. De Chavez with the steal. Decelerates. Mitra with the fake. Teardrop. What's the call gonna be? A foul against CEU. Oh no. It's an offensive foul against
wow.
LPU Batangas.
So that was probably an illegal screen, no, from De Chavez.
The ball shifts back, right back to CEU. Gamboa directing traffic from the right side. Popilio wants it, couldn't get it. Sarza goes inside to Momoe, guarded by the smaller Alphaba. Jumper won't drop. Offensive rebound to Popilio against 3 red shirts. Popilio is wide open. Corner pocket 3 off the left side. Alphaba is down. Momoe will be called for a loose ball personal.
Our referee there with an emphatic call. Offensive foul nga. Loose ball foul yung maitatawag dun kay Momoe for shoving off Alphaba.
One thing's for sure, Coach. These 3 officials are on their feet constantly in this game.
Oo. Ano tayo eh. Nasa semis na tayo. So kailangan everyone has to have their game up. Not just the players, the referees, pati tayo rin.
Tama ka dyan, Coach. These are 2 beyond official fit. Discover your new 100% free throws para kay Alphaba. Alphaba, one of the leading scorers this season. Are you even surprised with that?
Having seen him develop yung outside shot niya over the last 3 years, no? I'm not surprised anymore. Ang maganda dito kay Alphaba, walang konsensya to eh. Every time he steps on the floor.
Only a 60% free throw shooter but makes both, averaging 15.5 points per game this year. A little bit down from his numbers last year dahil ngayon he shares that FSA spot now with Terry Mark. So mas konting minuto pero less pagod.
Yes, usually comes off the bench nga, di ba? Para he can finish the game better.
Singson goes for that jumper near the baseline. A little bit too strong, but look who's there for the offensive rebound and put back.
Great to have that basket to Takbini, who was able to tap that ball to Sarza.
Under 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Sunyo trying to go forward to Edward De Chavez, but that's going to be a turnover laban sa LPU Batangas.
That pass was a little bit ahead of De Chavez there. Wasn't expecting that pass.
4 ang hinahabol dito ng CEU. Miranda is back in the game at the point guard spot. Singson wants it. Feels like he has disadvantage against Sunyo. They almost throw it away. Takbini will attack from the outside. A little dipsy-do. Just a tad bit short. Ba is pushing. Extra pass to Sunyo. LPU will try to go for the final shot. 10 seconds remaining. Corner pocket 3, wala. May oras pa dito ang Scorpions. Sarza will attack strong to the basket, drawing the foul against Mark Sunyo.
MJ Sarza there putting his head down, attacking the basket, forcing Sunyo to commit that foul with 0.5 seconds remaining on the clock.
These free throws brought to you by Beyond Fish Show Fit. Discover your new 100%. MJ Sarza has been doing a yeoman's job here in the first quarter, Coach.
not only on the offensive end but also on the defensive end. Ano, yung last 3 transition attacks itong LPU have been thwarted by the transition defense of the Scorpions.
1 out of 2 para kay Sarza. LPU Batangas will not attempt anymore, and that's going to do it. Our first quarter of this game between LPU Batangas and Centro Escolar University in the books. We check out our first quarter highlights presented by Quintana Sports. It was a slow start for LPU Batangas. Coach CEU was actually more in control, but they they got the lead because of their teamwork and chemistry.
And also yung outside shooting nila, that proved to be the factor dito sa margin na to that they're enjoying right now against CEU. Better 3-point shooting from the Pirates.
We're up by as much as 7 points, but now down to just 3 heading into the second quarter. 24-21, magbabalik kami.
Ngiti, huwag kang mag-atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
Multi-time champion here in the UCAL, itong Centro Escolar University Scorpions. Trying to get back into the championship after not making it last year. It was Olivares College and PCU Dasmariñas who gutted it out in the final series a season ago. Of course, it was the Sea Lions who ended up winning the crown. But CEU has been involved in a lot of championship matches all throughout the season, all throughout the seasons that we've had here in the UCL, and they've brought home the trophy more than once, Coach.
Yeah, most definitely. They're the winningest school here in the UCAL, no? Along with Diliman College. It's also one of the perennial favorites.
Welcome to the second quarter of this game between the Scorpions and the Pirates. Off of a miss by LPU-B. Sapsalon goes for 2 points on the other side. It's now just a 1-point lead.
Floating through the air with the greatest of ease. Kaya lang si Alpha ba, parang tinamaan yata ng sipa doon ni Kem Sapsalon, complaining to the referees.
A little slow to get down, but he's back in their front court. May foul daw na may tatawag laban sa CEU. This is our top flight fast break of the game. Layo nung tinake off doon ni Kem Sapsalon.
Yun yung nirereklamo ni Alpha ba? Parang tinungkuran siya ng right foot ni Kem Sapsalon.
Parang ginawa siyang platform doon.
Oo. That's gotta hurt.
Oh yeah. Maybe not so much now kasi may konting adrenaline pa, pero mamaya.
Kaya pag-uwi niya.
24-23. Alpha ba? Can he finally get a field goal? There you go, Alpha ba drawing a foul, pero hirap pa rin siya to get shots from the field in this game. Somebody's down. Is that MJ Sarza?
That's MJ Zarza. Yeah. I think who got hit in the thigh, you know. So holding on to that right thigh or hip area.
He was grimacing in pain, and he still seems to be. Our referee checking up on him. This just might be a mandatory substitution para kay Coach Joe Silva.
See that play again. Yun, no? I think it was the right knee of Alpha ba that got in contact do sa right hip ni MJ.
Well, he's upright now, but not quite sure if he can put weight on it yet. Hindi pa rin siya gumagalaw dito. Our referee checking up on him. Mukhang nakakalakad naman siya ng maayos.
Yeah. Well, we definitely hope it's nothing serious because he's a major player para sa CEU, no?
Kailangan na kailangan nila yan.
Oh, especially MJ is also always come up big in close games para dito sa Scorpions.
You mentioned earlier, Coach, their best local player.
Yeah, second leading scorer behind Precious Momoe at 12 per game.
Alpha ba taking 2 beyond Fish Show Fit. Discover new 100% free throws. 2 for 2 para kay Alpha ba. He's been perfect from the free throw line so far. But still nothing from the field galing sa kanya. So all of his points coming from the charity stripe so far in this game. Opilio, off the glass floater, no good. Sabsalon almost came up with the offensive rebound pero naagaw agad ni Alphaba. Tristan Gad is back in the game for Coach JC Noiles. Working against the taller Sabsalon. Jose on the lift. Bounce pass to Alphaba. Shot fake, got a little step, but Takpini recovers. Mid-range jumper will not work. Miranda leaves it for Sabsalon. Takpini trailing the play. Coach Aris and Coach Joe saying, wait, let's wait for more troops. Hopilio launches from the outside. That's an air ball. Pero may foul na itinawag, and that's gonna go against the Scorpions.
Pero Ronel Opilio still groping for form here in this
Oh,
game.
yeah.
0 out of 3 so far from the field. Usually, yung mga ganong ka-open, sobrang gamey para sa kanya yun.
CEU has not gotten anything from the outside except for one shot. They're 1 out of 5 from three-point country. While LPU-Batangas has managed to hit 3 three-point shots sa laro na to. Oh, Tristan Gad with a beautiful feed, leading David Jose with that backcourt pass.
That was an equally beautiful cut there from David Jose, no, from the baseline.
This has been something to watch in this game. The passing of these Pirates. Another spark, yes, to learning and development, and one play para kay David Jose.
And also David Jose putting on a cutting clinic.
Yes,
para sa
I
mga
certainly
nanonood
agree with
dyan,
that,
no?
Coach.
Ang ganda ng timing ng mga cuts. Always, pag makikita niya tumingin one way yung defender niya, that's when he cuts baseline.
Pag kayo ba, Coach, pag tinuturuan mo yung mga bata especially, no, how to read when to cut, ano usually yung mga tips mo?
Well, automatic dapat yun eh. When a person cuts, kunyari baseline, palagi ka may 45 cut from the other wing going to the basket. When a person cuts naman from the slot, then you have baseline cutters cutting every time.
Let's see here this past sequence. Almost a block by Takpini, but it already bounced off the board. So that's a goaltending violation against CEU.
Largest lead of the game para sa LPU, 8 points so far.
31-23, Takpini trying to limit that. Slam dunk, 2 hands para kay Takpini.
Yun yung binabanggit natin ngayon. That was a good baseline drive there by Kurt Russell Miranda. Nice cut from the wing mula dito kay Takpini, leading to that slam.
Alphaba still couldn't get anything from the field. A foul laban kay Edward De Chavez. Take a look at this again. Our top flight dunk of the game. A boogie Takpini, 2 hands for safety.
Great delivery there from Miranda. No? Hook pass.
First 2 points of the game. What a way to get your first basket para kay Abugi Takpini.
Ito, LPU going full court.
Sabsalon got the pass, finishing off the glass.
Alam niya, meron siyang leaping advantage over James Paco in that situation.
9 puntos na para kay Kim Sabsalon. Tristan Gad has the speed advantage over Abugi. Wouldn't use it. Alphaba now being defended by a smaller defender. Couldn't take advantage as well. (27-31). Sabsalon lost his footing there. That's certainly a walk.
Well, credit AJ Lacusong there for keeping in step with Kem Sabsalon, leading him to travel.
I'd like to thank Undefeated Sportswear, the official outfitter of UCAL Season 8. Alphaba. Medyo nadudulas ng konti. Recovers control. Ball is loose. Lacusong couldn't handle the pass. Coach JC Noiles telling his wards, let's settle down. Masyado tayo nagmamadali.
Oh, AJ Lacusong, you said it right, no? Medyo nagmadali siya in that situation. Bobbles the ball, kicks it out of bounds.
It still happens, no, Coach, even at this level, at the college level, na minsan iniisip mo na agad yung gusto mo gawin even before you receive the pass.
And not just at this level, even sa Pro League, nalas natin nakikita yun eh.
Sarza is back in the game. De Guzman gets it back to MJ. Sarza gives it up. Cañete for 3. No good from the outside. Medyo nadulas. Sarza gets the loose ball and he gets the 2 points.
2 white shirts there unmolested for that offensive rebound, leading to that easy 2 points.
Meanwhile, let's go courtside to Miss Avia.
Here's something you didn't see on the broadcast where Peter de Guzman was actually mopping the floor during warm-ups. He said he just took the initiative. Pero habang tumatagal, parang dinadasalan na rin niya yung court, just trying to bring in that good energy for the team. The CEU Scorpions came into this one with a calm but confident mindset, as Gab Gamboa put it. Quote-unquote, pressure is a privilege, and they're embracing the moment here in the semis. Nothing too special when it comes to their adjustments. They're sticking to what's been working, but the goal is clear. They want that championship and they want it as a team. Let's see if that mindset and unity translate into a strong performance. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Avia. Good report there. Meron talaga mga players na maraming pamahiin. May mga players na di na naniniwala sa pamahiin.
It just goes to show you the mindset of CEU in this season. No? Whatever it takes para manalo sila. If it takes for one player to mop the entire floor, so be it. No? Basta mag-champion lang sila dito sa Season 8.
May kilala ka na bang gumawa nun?
Nag-mop ng floor
Oo,
para sa ano? Parang
para
wala pa
swertehin.
Parang wala pa yata ako naririnig na gano'n.
Kakaibang pamahiin na yun, Coach.
Baka ikaw ginagawa mo before yun, ha?
Wala rin, di rin ako masyadong mapamahiin talaga na player. Eh.
Talaga?
Oo. Cañete gets it just below the free throw line. Isa na lang,
usually mga players, yun yung mga most superstitious na mga tao dito sa mundo. Eh.
You're right. Because they're gonna try to do anything to get themselves going. Kasi minsan kahit anong preparation mo, kung malas ka eh.
Pero yung iba naman, naniniwala sila. Kunyari, if they wear these pair of socks.
Yes.
Tapos nanalo sila every time. Kahit walang labahan, yun na yung susuot nila.
Diyos ko po. Meron nga ako mga kilala na ganyan. Isa na lang ang hinahabol dito ng CEU. De Guzman, couple of dribbles, the pull-up just before the shot clock expires.
That just goes to show you the depth of the CEU team. Now, Peter de Guzman was very instrumental in their championship a couple of years back. Nasa 10th or 11th man role para sa CEU.
James Paco gets another 3. Instant impact off the bench. Gotta get James Paco. Took a while for him to get back.
Yeah, that's his second 3-point basket. Again, showcasing why he's the third leading 3-point shooter in the league. No? Actually, we have the top 4 3-point shooters in the season so far playing in this game.
Jeric Cañete trying to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. After drawing that foul, look at this spark. Yes, the learning and development in one play. What a pass delivered by Agbugi Takpini.
And that shows you the strength of Jeric Cañete. No? Kahit giving away a few inches against AJ Lacusong, able to absorb the contact and score on that undergoal stab.
AJ Lacusong getting his 3rd personal foul, which forces Coach JC Nuiles to bring back David Jose into the game.
That's why he hasn't been able to get his game going. Labas-pasok siya sa game na to due to foul trouble.
Cañete misses his free throw but gets a personal 4-point swing in the process.
Ika nga nila, blessing in the sky.
1 step back, 2 steps forward. John Suño is back. Throws a lob to Terry Mark. Brings it back down. Terry Mark goes back up for 2 points.
That was a great pass there by John David Suño. Yun yung napansin ko dito kay Suño nung start ng season eh. They hit the jackpot with this guy. Gandang playmaker niya to make up for the absence of Kurt Laput.
I certainly agree with you on that one. Suño, I thought, was just going to be like a scorer para sa kanila, but he reads the pick and roll so well.
Yes, ang galing. Kahit yung mga kick-outs niya, ang ganda.
Balabar, pocket pass to Terry Mark. Steps back just behind the free throw line. Jumper is short. Cañete could not chase the loose ball. Takpini nahulog pa. it's going to be signed out for the LPU-Batangas Pirates.
Pero that was a great defensive effort there by Takpini to contest that shot by Terry Mark.
14 on the shot clock para sa mga nakapula. 3 minutes and 15 remaining here in the first half. This has been a close game here in the second. David Jose, 12 points in the game, matching his jersey number. Sunyo, point, pick and roll master, throwing it away. Cañete, follow-away jumper, smooth as silk.
Jerry Cañete, may moments talaga siya. May takeover mode siya every game. You know, and this is no exception. That's 6 straight points for Cañete.
But the answer on the other side by PJ Balobar. 6 points na rin para sa kanya.
Second connection from three-point country for Balobar.
Sarza could not get the leaner to fall. Sunyo looks up. Not much options yet. He'll get the screen from Mark. Sunyo finds himself wide open. He's going to take that shot. Takpini able to collar the rebound. Cañete pushing. Nobody stopping the ball. Singson though blows the pass.
Medyo mababa yung bounce pass na yun, hitting the foot of Singson before going out of bounds.
41-40, CEU is back in the driver's seat. Sunyo will take a seat on the bench. 2 minutes and 19 remaining in the second quarter. Tristan Gad, James Paco, PJ Balobar, Terry Mark, and David Jose, the 5 on the floor for Coach JC Nuiles. Gad, that's a solid screen set by Terry Mark, but that's going to be an illegal one. Seb Bingol calling it.
Pero credit din Jerry Cañete for accentuating that hit, no? Prompting the referee to call that foul.
Coach Joe Silva will burn one of his last timeouts. This is a vital one. Purified drinking water ceasefire. Back here inside the Paco Arena, the first game of our semi-final doubleheader dito sa UCAL Season 8, rising to new heights. Gaya nga na sinabi namin kanina, from 9 teams, we are down to just 4 squads gunning it out to the right to represent themselves in the championship phase. Javi Pananya joined by Coach F. Frederick Francisco. His Avias units is at courtside. CEU leading by 1 after being down by as much as 7 points earlier. Cañete going to work again. Whistle was blown, a foul.
I think that's a goaltending call.
Oh,
no?
it's a goaltending, yes.
That's going to be 8 straight points para dito kay Jerry Cañete.
He scored all 8 in the second quarter, Coach.
Yes, currently with 10 points, no? Yung si Jerry Cañete.
Tristan Gan goes into the paint. Floater no good. Terry Mark, put back, is good.
Nobody boxed out Terry Mark that time as everyone got helped out on Tristan Gad's penetration.
De Guzman kicks it out. Popilio says, I want Cañete to run this play. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Sarza gets the pass off the two-man game. De Guzman gets it back. Shot clock did not reset. Singson could not hit from the outside. This time shot clock resets. Sarza still no-go. Multiple opportunities for CEU. They could not capitalize.
That was 3 offensive rebounds that time para sa CEU. So LPU Batangas needs to do a better job boxing out yung forwards and guards nitong Scorpions.
1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in this first half. Another vital one, purified drinking water timeout, this time by the LPU-Batangas Pirates.
Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Nagbabalik kami dito sa Paco Arena in the heart of the nation's capital, Manila City. You're seeing shots of the crowd here. Kung wala kayong ginagawa, please do join us. It's just the first game of our semifinal doubleheader dito sa UCAL Season 8 Rising to New Heights. Good afternoon to everybody watching on Smart Sports, Pusong Pilipinas, and on the UCAL Facebook and YouTube pages. Abby Palanya joined by Coach F. Coach, what a tight matchup it has been. Both teams have had their moments. It has been a game of runs.
Yes, especially for CEU, at different times of the ball game, different players have stepped up. But one player has failed to step up so far in this game is Precious Momoe, their leading scorer with 0 points so far.
Well, this guy has had trouble making shots too, but that's his first field goal, so that just might get him going into the halftime break. 30 seconds left here in the half.
6th point of the ball game for Alpha Pound, that short jumper, but he also has 3 rebounds to his credit.
Balik ang kalamangan sa LPU-B. Cañete turning the corner. That's his first miss in a while here in the second. Shot clock is off, but the Pirates throw it away. Cañete ends up with it. He is fouled. Wala pa naman sa penalty dito. Mga nakapula. That's their 4th team foul. Last foul to give.
Aggressiveness to Jeric Cañete in this game paying dividends for him, no? He has been the main proponent of the CEU comeback here in the second quarter and even grabbing the lead kanina. Pero right now, LPU Batangas with a 1-point lead.
Singson catch that 3-point shot. What a way to end the second period para kay CJ Singson. But who did that pass come from?
Siyempre, galing doon sa kanilang main man dito sa second quarter, Jeric Cañete, giving up the assist to the second leading 3-point shooter in the season, CJ Singson.
Jeric Cañete, he certainly owned this second quarter. These are our quarter highlights presented by Quintana Sports. Their best quarter out of the 2 that we played here. Ito CEU Scorpions coming down from that 7-point deficit that they were trying to catch in the first quarter. And now we end up with the Scorpions in the driver's seat, 46-44.
Ngiti, huwag kang mag-atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
Hindi aabot ang data.
worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Basta G-Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy Champion ka sa PG-Flex Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond? Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Clog Tech. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
Ngiti, ngiti, huwag kang mag-atubili Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti Alagang happy, ang ngiti Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Basta G-Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy Champion ka sa PG-Flex Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond? Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Clog Tech. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit ah.
Ngiti, ngiti, huwag na mag-atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Halftime now between the CEU Scorpions and the LPU-Batangas Pirates. The team for LPU-B is end or extend for CEU. It's trying to get back into the championship round. We failed to mention earlier kanina, Coach, CEU is twice to beat in this semi-final matchup. And here are the stats after the first 20 minutes of action. It was a game of runs like we mentioned earlier. Both teams have had their moments, but CEU was the one who finished the first half strong.
Yeah, well, both teams shooting fairly well. In the first half, 43% for CEU, 45% for LPU. And that advantage is owed to a higher three-point shooting percentage para dito sa LPU at 41% to just 28% para dito sa CEU. Rebound story, CEU doing a good job controlling the paint, especially yung offensive rebounds nila. Right now, out-rebounding itong LPU ng 12-5 sa offensive rebounds owing to more points in the paint. Pero hindi ito points, mga follow-up shots. Mostly ito mga kick-outs para sa mga penetrations. Kaya mas maraming points in the paint itong CEU.
Yeah, maganda, Coach, dito sa CEU. It's more spread out, especially with what happened in the second quarter. You got different guys scoring, you got different guys also contributing on the boards. It's not just a Boogie Takpini, but you have different guys with multiple rebounds.
Oh yeah, like guys like Peter Miranda, who's had a couple, Peter De Guzman rather, who's had a couple of offensive rebounds para sa kanila. Si Sarza has 4 offensive rebounds, so a lot of players contributing on the boards para sa CEU.
Our leading scorers after the first 2 quarters, MJ Sarza with 12. He was the one who really went to work early. Jed Cañete had 8 of his 10 points in the second period. Sabsalon also helping out with 9. Singson had 8, including that booming triple to end our second period. Sa kabila naman, it has been David Jose who has been leading the way for LPU Batangas. An update on our cranky matchup. Sarza having the advantage on this one.
As always, Mark Sarza coming up big para sa CEU in probably their biggest game of the season so far. And the PJ Balobar started off well para sa LPU, pero toward the end of the second quarter, medyo naging non-factor siya. Let's hope it's different for him in the second half.
MJ Sarza already matching his average for this season in the first half alone. Tignan natin ang ating playoff bracket dito. Mamaya we have PCU Dasmariñas going up against Olivares College in a rematch of last year's championship. Pero semi-final matchup rin yun mamaya. Olivares will have the twice to beat advantage. Welcome to the third quarter of this game between LPU-B and CEU. Magandang hapon muli. Isa lahat ng nanonood on Smart Sports, Puso Pilipinas, and on the UCAL Facebook and YouTube pages. Javi Pananya joined by Coach F. Frederick Francisco as Avia Zunic is at courtside. Alpha Ba connects from the outside. That's certainly the way you want to start your third quarter if you're Alpha Ba, especially after the struggles that you had in the first half.
Especially that shot over the outstretched arms of Precious Momoway, no less.
Precious Momoway, on the other hand, Coach, has not yet scored in this game.
It's a positive and a negative for CEU and to have Precious Momoway still scoreless. At dikit pa rin yung score nitong game natin.
On the reverse side, PJ Balobar saw Precious Momoway and had to drop it off at the last minute to Alpha Ba. Kaya lang si Alpha Ba galing sa labas.
Nag-double windmill siya doon. Nung nakikita niya si Precious.
Jeric Cañete, can he sustain the momentum that he had in the second quarter? He misses on the three-point shot. Samsalon, step to the side three. I think that one was partially blocked by PJ Balobar.
Yeah, most definitely. PJ Balobar with a great defensive effort there blocking that shot.
7.1 seconds left on the shot clock for the Scorpions. You got Momoe, Sarza, Cañete, Samsalon, and Miranda. Sarza loses the basketball. 0.9 seconds left for CEU to make a basket.
Great effort there by God, no? Kahit ang laki ng mismatch niya against Sarza, tapping that ball away.
They need a quick one here. Sarza making himself available. What a pass too by Miranda.
Great slip there by Sarza. No, yun yung magaling dito kay MJ. Magaling din. Similar to David Jose. Magaling din kumato eh.
14 points now in the game para kay MJ Sarza. Continuing his game-long brilliance dito sa ating third quarter. Alpha Ba, can he go back-to-back from the outside? That was halfway down. Paco could not get the offensive rebound, but Miranda being bothered by three red shirts. James, he gets another trifecta. James Paco.
Great job there by Paco, spacing out. No, and great recognition from David Jose for that three-point basket.
Three-pointer number 7 in the game for the Pirates. 50-48. LPU back in the driver's seat. Momoe still couldn't get a basket.
Shooting woes continue for Precious.
Cañete answers back with a three-pointer of his own.
But not for Jeric Cañete. Sabi niya kay Momoe, I got your back, bro.
Jeric Cañete, 13 puntos na sa laro na to. Mas napaganda pa para sa Scorpions ang nangyari. They're back in the lead by 1. Jose couldn't get it to go from three-point country. Samsalon looking inside. Sarza nakakuha ng pasa. Push shot is good para kay MJ Sarza. This has certainly been, I think this is his best ball game of the season, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. Si MJ Sarza always coming to play para si, especially in clutch situations. Very patient that time, giving up 2 fakes before getting himself open for that teardrop.
Tristan Gan on the left side. Paco offers the screen. Alpha Ba hands it off to Balobar. Who's gonna take the shot? Cañete pokes that ball away, but it goes out of bounds. 3.2 seconds ang nalalabi sa shot clock ng LPU Batangas. Balobar takes it out. Gan flares out. Left flank 3. Wala. I think Cañete had last touch on that basketball. Yes, it will stay with the Pirates with a fresh 14 on their 24.
Still nothing going for the top three-point shooter of the season so far. That's Tristan Gad.
Scoreless still in this game. Alpha Ba dancing with Precious Momoe. Gets him up in the air. That's a tough shot. Jose plucks it down from the sky. Alpha Ba fakes the shot. High looper of a three-pointer will not work. Miranda, bounce pass, leads it up for Samsalon, who soars it for 2.
Kim Samsalon's athleticism in full display there with that very acrobatic shot, no?
55-50. Alpha Ba, quick shot right there.
Alpha Ba in takeover mode from the outside para dito sa LPU Batangas. Second three-point basket of the quarter.
Momoe, hindi pa rin makakuha ng oportunidad dito. That ball was stripped away from him.
Oh, great recovery there by LPU on defense.
Jose will not force it. Alpha Ba fakes out Precious Momoe again. Falls hard on his back.
A great decision there by Alpha Ba, no?
Ito ang ating pioneer, Mighty Mon. It's the glue. Three-point shot of the game. First basket to start off things for LPU Batangas here in the third quarter. Alpha Ba looks like he's okay. A little bit shaken up, but this guy is made of hard stuff.
Pero nabanggit natin kanina, Alpha Ba nailed 2 3-point baskets. That time, nag-close out hard yung defender niya. Opts to drive to the basket hard instead. He gets himself 2 free throws.
makes the first of his Beyond Official Fitness Cover Your New 100% free throws. Alpha-Ba, 60% free throw shooter this season. But he has not yet missed from the free throw line in this game. He's 6 out of 6 from that area.
LPU-Batangas, the number 2 3-point shooting team in the league behind Diliman College.
Big reason why they are here right now facing the Scorpions. That outside shooting of theirs has been a huge weapon, but this guy has been a huge weapon in himself. Punta muna tayo kay Ms. Ava Zunich, Coach.
On the CEU side, Coach Joe Silva didn't hold back, reminding his team, quote-unquote, I told you guys, they're not just going to give this game to us. You can see the urgency. Javi and Coach F, players talking it out, keeping each other in check. But one major issue, they've already given up 13 points off turnovers, and Coach Joe was clear that has to stop in the second half. Meanwhile, LPU-Batangas came into this do-or-die mindset. So this level of intensity isn't a surprise to them. What they want now is to be more aggressive on the boards, crash harder, secure those offensive rebounds, and turn them into second chance points. If you think this game's peaked already, think again. We're in for an even tougher, more physical battle in the final 2 quarters. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Avia. Yeah, I'm sure you certainly agree with that, Coach. Coach Joe Silva reminding his boys that this game will not be handed to them on a silver platter.
Oh, most definitely. Turnover picture natin, all even at 10 apiece. Pero yun nga, yung points from turnovers, LPU giving up 13, CEU naman 15 points from turnovers. So that's one cause for concern para dito sa Scorpions coaching staff.
Well, another cause for concern para sa kanila. Precious Momoy has continued to struggle. 0 out of 3 from the field sa laro na to. And also turning it over 3 times.
Yeah, so talagang all out of sorts siya in this game so far. No? Pero ang ano naman kay Pirates, once he turns it up big time.
Well, the game is tied right now. Abugi Takbini couldn't get that hook shot to drop though. Ristangad lobs it up. Balobar. That pass was disrupted by CJ Singson. Singson, a little sidestep, leaves it for Sarza. The dip and the shot para kay MJ Sarza.
Always at the right place at the right time. Itong si MJ Sarza seems to have this knack for getting himself wide open whenever his teammates get in trouble in those penetrations.
He's got 20 points in this game. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Alpha-Ba, quick move against Miranda. That's a block.
Sa importante ron, siguro mga 95% of those points have come off the ball for MJ Sarza, no? Coming off assist pass and rebounds.
Everything within the flow of the offense.
Actually reminds me a little bit of Scotty Thompson with the way he moves without the basketball. No? Minus, of course, the outside shooting and the ball handling. No? Pero it's the same type of player who can play well off others.
Ronel Hopilio babalik na dito para kay Coach Joe Silva. Lacusong will also do the same para kay Coach JC Nuiles. John Suño is back in the game as well for LPU Batangas. Terry Mart, pinalitan muna si Alpha-Ba. Lacusong, one-hander. Off the back iron, Terry Mart pulls it down, but that ball stripped away by the Scorpions.
Did you see the height of that jump by AJ Lacusong?
He can really get up. You know, itong LPU Batangas, they got like 3 players with almost the same type of athleticism.
Oh, well,
and length.
Oh, especially to si Lacusong. I even saw him rebound one time ala Dennis Rodman, naka full split in midair. So that just shows you that great athleticism possessed by this guy.
You got Lacusong, you got Jose. I think you could also throw in Balobar into that mess, and maybe Edward de Chavez. Halos pareho yung mga laro.
Yeah.
And the way that they can jump for those loose balls and the way they can finish in the air. Balobar receives on the right side, gets a screen from Paco. PJ, the drop off to James. Paco in trouble, takes it out. Lacusong walks into 3 white shirts. May foul na may tatawag laban sa CEU.
Lacusong got beat there by Peter de Guzman. Had no choice but to give up the foul as Lacusong was on his way to the basket.
CEU playing really pesky and tighter defense here, Coach. But LPU-Batangas seems to be finding ways to navigate through that.
Especially the squad on the floor, very physical. Medyo ito yung mga big boys nila eh.
Lacuso spins baseline, but I think he used that hook, coach.
Yung chicken wing na tinatawag natin, medyo naka-extend, kaya he was called for the offensive foul. But I think that's the 4th foul on AJ Lacuso.
One of the reasons rin kung bakit di niya rin makuha-kuha yung production that we usually see from him.
In and out siya because of foul trouble.
Gab Gamboa pointing to the right side, but De Guzman decides to go left to Ronel Hopilio. Matched up against AJ, trying to get his 5th. Shot clock down to 4. Hopilio kicks it out to Gamboa. Gamboa step through, draws the foul. And I think that's gonna be on AJ Lacuso.
Well, if that's on Lacuso, pero may automatic review na tinawag si Ref Seb Pingol. I think medyo nagdalawang isip siya sa call niya na yon.
And the buzzer also sounded on the shot clock, coach. So titingnan rin nila siguro kung umabot yung tawag.
Pero grabe rin yung reaction doon ni Coach JC Nuiles running out of the basketball court after that call.
There you see both Lacusong and Terry Mark trying to rotate over to help out, but it was Lacusong who jumped for the shot.
And let's see what the referee is going to call here. You can make a case for a foul actually, kaya lang depends on the appreciation of the refs ng contact.
It is going to be a foul.
Foul number 3.
That's it. AJ Lacusong will graduate from this game, but not the good kind.
And may warning pati kay Coach JC Nuiles for his reaction afterwards. No?
I mean, Coach JC is certainly trying to coach his hardest in this game. He wants his boys to have another chance at beating CEU.
Especially after coming close last year, no, to making the Final Four. Desperately wants to make it this time to the finals.
It's been a hell of a journey para sa kanila. A lot of their officials are here to support them, hoping that they get to extend their season with another game against this very team that they are facing.
Yung mga top officials nila, we got Dr. Alan Rego here, watching from behind the bench, athletic director of LPU.
And I'm sure a lot of the other LPU-Batangas officials also watching from the campus. Pati yung student body nila, those who couldn't make it here. Magkadikit pa naman sila dito. What a move! Doon, walang nakadikit kay PJ Balubar.
Great escape job there from Balubar. Sidestepping his way to the basket, unmolested for that layup.
8 points now in the game. Gamboa, drop off, 6 son off the glass and in.
Gab Gamboa has been able to get inside the paint for those assists. No, kanina siya yung nagpag-graduate actually kay AJ Lacuso with that drive.
62 to 59. Under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Sunyo taking his time. That obviously is an offensive foul.
Especially from where we're seated. No? Kita-kita yung push-off na yun with the right hand.
This is our Jerry's sizzling assist of the game. You'd still rather be at Jerry's. Doesn't take an expert to say that that was an offensive foul, that last call on John Sunyo. Scorpions with a chance to extend their lead. The biggest lead of the game was 5 points. It happened just at the start of the third quarter. Gamboa calling out horns. Samsalon knew it was going to be a miss, tried to chase for it. LPU-Batangas ends up with it. Balubar was begging for it early on. Blows the layup. De Chavez is there to save the day.
Good patience there from the veteran. De Chavez giving up 2 pump fakes before going up for that shot.
First 2 points of the game para kay Edward De Chavez. 62 to 61. Gamboa goes to his strong side. De Guzman sees no opening. Singson gives it up to Sapsalon. Another late shot clock situation for the Scorpions. Kim for 3. Yes, sir, why not? Kem Sapsalon.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. M. Sapsalon again coming up big for CEU with that big bucket.
3-pointer number 4 pa lang sa laro na to para sa Scorpions. Distant gun, still scoreless in this game. But he does have 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Makabutas na kaya siya dito. Passes to Terry Mark. De Chavez inside. Couple of fakes. Gets the reverse to drop.
Yun yung veteran no? Edward De Chavez. Hindi siya nagmamadali inside every time he gets the ball, giving up those pump fakes.
Last shot time possibly here for CEU. Gamboa tells his teammates, teka lang, saktuhin natin to. Takpini with the screen. Gamboa doesn't use it. Gamboa goes to the left side. That's swatted away like a volleyball by Terry Mark.
What an emphatic block there by Terry Mark, helping out his teammate Tristan Gad. Got left behind there by Gab Gamboa.
Impeccable timing indeed. Galing kay Terry Mark. 1.3 seconds remaining here in the third. The score is 65-63. Lamang ang dalawa ang CEU.
Jerry Cañete coming back into the ball game for Gab Gamboa. Gave a good account of himself dun sa third quarter na yon.
Cañete is tasked to inbound. Sixon gets it back to Jeric. And that's gonna do it. Naubusan ng oras dun ang CEU. First 3 periods already down. We have 1 more to go. Here are our quarter highlights in the third, presented by Quintana Sports. Good start to the third quarter, coached by LPU-Batangas, but CEU once again finishing it strong.
Oh, you gotta love the fight back of both these teams. And whenever one team gets in the lead, the other team is always game to get that lead back. As you see here, Gab Gamboa with one of his penetrations and dish off last minute to CJ Singson.
Inch by inch, neck in neck. We are only separated by 2 points here, heading into the final frame. 65-63, CEU in front by 2 points. Huwag kayong alis mga kaibigan, magbabalik ang UCAL Season 8.
Ngiti, ngiti, huwag naman atubili. Sabik makita ang iyong ngiting happy. Ngiti, ngiti, yung nakakakiliti. Alagang happy, ang ngiti. Alagang happy, salamat sa totoong ngiti.
Basta G-Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoli yung kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG-Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Spalding Legacy 1000, that is the official game ball. Maraming salamat sa Spalding, the official game ball of the UCAL Season 8. Rising to new heights. Paganda ng paganda ang bola na ginagamit natin dito. Maraming salamat muli sa Spalding. Good afternoon once again to everybody watching this semi-final matchup between the CEU Scorpions and the LPU-Batangas Pirates. CEU holding a twice-to-beat advantage over the Batangueños in this one. LPU-Batangas only with their second Final Four appearance in the history of the UCAL, while CEU has been the most winningest team, together maybe with Diliman College here sa ating liga. Magandang hapon. Happy Palanya, joined by Coach F. Frederick Francisco. Ms. Avi Zunitz is also with us at courtside. Live na live pa rin tayo dito mula sa Paco Arena. This is the fourth quarter between the Pirates and the Scorpions. We can barely hear anything here. That's also how loud this matchup has been between these two squads. LPU-Batangas could not capitalize on their first possession, but so did CEU on the other side.
CEU going zone here, going 3-2.
Maybe to try and neutralize the outside shooting of the Pirates. De Chavez misses on the push shot. Terry Mark short on the hook. Miranda sees Momo Way threading the middle. Gets hit on the face. Momo Way has been scoreless in this game for the first 3 quarters. Can he finally get himself going here in the 4th?
Oh, great anticipation there by Terry Mark on that attempt by Momoway. Yung contact sa mukha niya was already after the foul call.
These free throws brought to you by Beyond Fish Fit. Discover your new 100%. Finally, he gets on the board. Talking about Precious Momoway, former UE Red Warrior, left recto, and came to the other side actually of the same area.
Tumawid lang, ano?
Oo, to commit to the CEU program right in time to start this UCAL season, and he has been a big factor as to why they were able to end up 10-1 this year. Pero itong kalaban nila was the only team to beat them in this season. Terry Mark brings the Pirates within 1.
Terry Mark's mini game there on point, connecting despite the outstretched arms of Precious Momoway.
Got 12 points in this game. Sapsalon, mid-range jumper is short. Ball up in the air, picked up by Kem. Sarza, wow, he has been a picture of consistency and efficiency sa laro na to.
That's a 3rd teardrop shot connected on by MJ Sarza in this game.
Fast break opportunity here for the Scorpions. Sarza couldn't control. LPU-Batangas on the other side. Mitra goes to God. Still without a point. Tristan, hindi pa rin makabutas dito.
Oh, that's a very tentative night to si Tristan Gat to shoot from outside.
Terry Mark defended that well. Sapsalon decelerated but still could not get Terry Mark out of his sights.
Terry Mark doing a great job patrolling the paint, no? He's a good rim protector para din sa LPU Batangas so far. Changed that shot by Kem Sapsalon.
The Pirates still down by 3 points here. It's just 3 points. Definitely manageable. You know, both teams hindi pa talaga nakakalayo. David Jose goes back to Sunyo in the middle. James Paco, free throw line floater will not work.
Di ba nakaka-calibrate sa perimeter shot si James Paco? Naka 3-point shot pa yung ano niya eh. Calibration ng kamay niya.
Iba pa rin yung pulso eh. No? Momoway goes backdoor. Paco could not prevent that basket.
That basket by Precious Momoway could not have come at a better time para dito sa CEU.
They matched their biggest lead of the game at 5. Paco could not hit from downtown. Someone is down.
Yeah.
It's 4 on 5.
I think this is David Jose.
Jose holding on to his, is it the left leg? Yes.
Yeah, left thigh.
Ooh.
Baka natuhod din, similar to what happened to MJ Sarza earlier in the game, no?
He's gonna have to get helped out of the playing court. Tinutulungan siya ng ating medical staff on call here in the venue. Ayun,
Yun,
natuhod niya. Pero di naman sinasadya ni Kem Sapsalon. Just so happened na nagkatagpo yung tuhod sa yung thigh.
Yung momentum niya carried him into the knee of Kem Sapsalon.
Mitra to Sunyo, who swings into Alphaba. That shot off the back iron. Carino is ahead of the pack and there's no stopping him.
Great hit ahead there from Miranda to the streaking Jerry Cañete for the wide open layup.
6:52 remaining in this game. The Scorpions looking to pull away. Tungayan natin ang ating top flight fast break of the game. Nice lead pass from Miranda. Forward to Jerry Cañete. This is a Vital One Purified Drinking Water timeout. These are our happy fans of the day. Ngiting Pinoy, ngiting happy. Live na live pa rin ang UCAL Season 8 Rising to New Heights semifinals mula sa Paco Arena here in Manila City. Glad to have you with us. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Coach F. Frederick Francisco. I'd like to thank Undefeated Sportswear, the official outfitter of the UCAL. Alpha Ba, quick trigger. That's coming off a timeout. Singson finishes for 2.
In the depth of CEU coming to the foreground here para dito in this game, no, as they've erected a 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter.
Sunyo, bounce pass. Mitra was blocked there by Momoe and Samsalon. CEU looking to extend this lead further. At Cañete will pull it out. Singson taking his time, telling Momoe to seal Alpha Ba. Momoe going to work. There you go. Precious Momoe getting himself going at the right time here.
Yun nga sinabi natin, once Precious Momoe gets his game going, it's going to be bad news para sa LPU Batangas, as they've now broken this game wide open with an 11-point lead. No?
Alpha Ba gets fouled. That's going to be 2 free throws para sa kanya. Mahaba pa ito, mga kaibigan. Do not assume that this is going to be in the bag already for the CEU Scorpions. Lots of things can still happen. It's still an eternity of basketball, kaya nga nang gusto sabihin ng legendary na si Joe Cantada. These are Beyond Official Fit. Discover your new 100% free throws. Alpha Ba. That gonna count as an attempt. That's gonna be his first miss from the free throw line. But he gets a replacement free throw lane violation against CEU.
I think that was CJ Singson who prematurely entered the shaded area there.
Gets 2 free throws off of that trip. 76-67. MJ Sanaza, panandalian lang na nagpahinga dito para kay Coach Joe. Balik na ulit siya dito sa sahig.
LPU going 2-1 here.
Pero madalis naman na itawid dito ng CEU. Alpha Ba guarding Momoe. Oh, that's a travel on Precious.
Great defensive effort there by Alpha Ba, making Precious Momoe tentative on offense. No? Tatawagan pa siya ng traveling.
Yeah, if there's one guy who's used to playing against larger FSAs in this league, it's Alpha Ba.
Not the tallest of FSAs.
Balobar out to Gad. Sunyo. Bounce pass to Alpha. Gad, extra pass. Gets it back. Tristan for 3. Wala pa rin.
Nothing going well for Tristan Gad from the outside, though.
Oh, he's 0 out of 8 from the field and 0 out of 6 from the outside. We're past the halfway point of our final period. Singson wants it against Gad, but Miranda doesn't oblige. He goes to Sarza. Top of the circle, 3. Wala. Balobar is ahead of the pack. Sunyo di maipasa. Tristan back to John. Alpha Ba. This is gonna be big. Long rebound goes to Gad. Alpha Ba concedes Balobar. That's a goaltend on Momoe.
Just the presence of Precious Momoe made Balobar there second guess his shot. Minadali niya, leading to that miss.
Parang pinitik na lang yung tira eh, no?
Oh.
Magkaka-timeout tayo dito, brought to you by Vital One Purified Drinking Water. 76-67 is the count.
mo ba may bago ng klase ng Mighty Bond? Ito yung Mighty Bond Anti-Clog Tech. Mas precise na ang nozzle. Tapos may flowback feature pa siya kaya hindi na magkaklog yung nozzle. May bottom stand din siya para hindi na gumugulong at pakalat-kalat. O alam mo na kapag may nasirang gamit
CEU Scorpions trying to hold down this 7-point advantage against the LPU-Batangas Pirates. 4 minutes and 28 remaining in this game. It is end or extend para sa kupunan na galing Batangas, while CEU trying to get themselves back into the championship round.
Well, give credit to LPU Batangas. And when CEU erected that double-digit lead, LPU fought back to bring it to within 7 with 4 minutes remaining here in this ball game. Still a lot of time remaining for them to get back.
Sarza, he has been great in this game. Spectacular, fantastic, whatever you want to call it. Efficient in doing it within the flow of the offense. But that time he was stopped. And may foul pa na may tatawag laban sa CEU.
Not a lot of fanfare in the game of MJ Sarza, no? Pero very, very efficient pagdating sa statistics niya every game.
22 points, 9 out of 16 from the field, 8 rebounds para kay MJ Sarza sa laro na to. Tristan Gan still could not get a basket. Oh. Balobar gets blocked from behind. Was asking for a foul.
Oh, claiming he got hit on the head there on that block by Precious Momoway.
But the Pirates keep possession. Shot clock at 11 seconds. Crucial possession here for LPU-B. Somebody's got to take it. Balabar turns the corner. God from way downtown, off to the right.
You gotta hand it to the LPU Batangas player, despite the bad shooting performance of Tristan God. They're still setting him up, no, in this game. Kaya lang wala, hindi makakonect talaga si God.
That's how much they trusted. He's been that leader for them this entire season, and he's bailed them out a lot in certain situations, coach. Especially when the game is on the line. Can he do that again in this game, though? Momoway going to work again.
Oh, parang nagising dito sa fourth quarter itong si Precious Momoway.
Balobar left wide open, and that's a strong finish galing kay PJ Balobar.
Getting open with that speed cut, no? The dive cut shot from the 45 angle. Getting himself somewhat open. That was a very tight pass to make there. PJ Balobar with a conversion.
That's a spark, yes, to learning and development. And one play, Momoway nahuling, nakatingin sa taas. But could not finish the three-point play was PJ Balobar. Pito ang inahabol dito ng LPU Batangas. And they string together some stops. It has to begin with this one. Cañete, he was big in the second quarter. Jeric throws it away. Alphaba has it. Nagmamadali dito ang LPU Batangas. Alphaba leaves it for Balobar. Sunyo, catch and shoot. Straight but too strong.
LPU Batangas outside shooting. Deserting them in the most crucial part of the game.
They have gone cold here in the second half, especially here in the fourth quarter.
To see David Sunyo, number 4 in terms of three-point efficiency.
5 out of 12 in the first half. They're now 8 out of 28. So just 3 makes. Or 3 out of 13 here in the second half. Itong LPU Batangas. Certainly not the same from what they were able to accomplish in the first 2 periods.
Nung halftime, nasa 40% yung three-point shooting nila, no?
Ito yung nangyari, no? Singson and Alphaba engaged in a box-out situation.
I think it was a tailbone of CJ Singson.
Our referee still reviewing the play. Seb Pingol is at our review table trying to see what the right call should be. Looking at it from multiple angles just to make sure here that we get the right call. It is a foul, a regular foul on CJ Singson. Pero wala pa sa penalty dito ang CEU. That's only their 4th team foul.
So that's the 3rd foul of CJ Singson.
Alpha ba with the basketball. That's stolen away by Cañete. Jeric globs it up. Momo Way decides not to go for it. Sarza once again is there unbothered and unmolested.
Every time there's an open spot on the floor, parang bigla nila nagmamaterialize si MJ Sarza dun eh. No?
He just suddenly appears, coach.
Oo.
80-71, Alpha Ba was fouled. That's going to be 3 free throws, but Coach Joe Silva saying that they want the challenge. He feels like it was supposed to be an offensive foul instead.
CEU bench very animated, asking for a challenge after that call.
Take a look at it again. Momoe defending Alpha Ba here. It was Miranda who actually was the one who went for that challenge. A lot of body contact though, Coach. I don't see where the kick is. Hindi na natuloy yung challenge.
There was a slight lateral movement ng leg ni Alpha Ba, but I don't think it was enough to get that to get the referee's attention.
First free throw is good. Alpha Ba has only missed once from the free throw line in this game. 8 ang hinahabol nila dito. 80-73. This is still very much possible. 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
Chance to get this back to a 2-possession game with this conversion.
Three for 3 para kay Alpha Ba. School officials of LPU Batangas present here at the venue in Paco Arena, trying to encourage their team, try to see them extend this series against the CEU Scorpions. We are now in our train last 2 minutes. The Scorpions taking their time. They only need just to win this game to get back into the championship phase. Sarza forced to kick it out. That's a shot clock violation against CEU.
Just what the doctor ordered for LPU Batangas, a great defensive stand and a chance to bring this down to 3 points.
1 minute and 45 seconds. This is an important possession that's going to come up for LPU Batangas after this break. The number 1 squad this season, the CEU Scorpions, finished the season 10-1. That's why they advanced right away into the semifinals. Have the twice-to-beat advantage here against the LPU Batangas Pirates, who need this victory in this game to extend this series against the number 1 seed this season, the CEU Scorpions.
Fought tooth and nail the entire season to get this place. And I don't think the LPU Batangas Pirates are just gonna quit at this stage of the game. No?
CEU led by as much as 11 here in the 4th quarter. Alpha Ba has the basketball. What can they do off the timeout? Ristangan scoreless in this game. Sunyo, extra pass. Alpha Ba for 3. Short. Rebound up in the air. Grabbed by Sabsalon. Crucial miss right there for the Pirates. Miranda gets inside but will pull it out. Zarza to Sabsalon. Cañete asked for it. Pressured here by Tristan Gad.
No need to foul here.
Cañete, short jumper, will not get the bounce. Stop generated by LPU Batangas. They need a basket. Balubar doesn't settle for the outside shot. Jose hesitated on the three. He was wide open. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tristan Gad, defended by Momoe. Jose out to Tristan. Gad had to take it. Tristan Gad still could not buy a basket.
That was a very difficult shot to make against Momoe.
And they left Kem Sabsalon all alone on the other side. That just might be the most important basket yet for CEU here in the dying minutes.
Yes, LPU had a couple of stops, no, to end this game. Kaya lang hindi sila convert sa offensive end.
And clearly demoralized after those misses or after that miss by Tristan Gad. Timeout muna tayo dito. This is brought to you by Vital One, purified drinking water.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Coach JC Noyles just burned his final timeout in this game with 41.1 seconds remaining. They're down by 8 points here, 82 to 74. All is not yet lost for the Pirates, but they certainly need a basket here and they need it quickly. Balumar, Gad, Jose, Suño, Alfaba on the floor for Coach JC. Balumar met by two defenders. Jose passes to Gad. Tristan off the PJ. That one's blocked by Cañete. And that just might be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, LPU put up a good fight, no? Pero the depth of CEU and the firepower was just too much, especially here in the end zone. In the end game.
We talked about that early, Coach, during the pregame. How the depth of CEU really helped them to become the #1 seed, but the relentlessness, the chemistry, and just the fight that these LPU Batangas put up this season, it helped them reach this point. Their second Final Four appearance pa lamang sa turneyong ito.
It also didn't help that their top gunners were unable to hit the target, no, dito sa second half, especially here in the fourth quarter. Especially this guy on the line right now, Tristan Gad.
Even on the free throw line, Coach, minamalas ito si Tristan. Had that wide open three earlier. Could have been a big basket to cut it down to just 5 points. Sorry, 3 points kanina. Pero talagang ayaw mahulog para kay Tristan Gad.
Jerry Cañete imploring David Jose to just stop playing defense.
And that is gonna do it. Coach JC Noyles and his boys end what has been a spectacular run this season, ending it with a semi-final finish. But the CEU Scorpions, just too much para sa kanila. They will go back to the championship round dito sa UCAL. But before we wrap things up, tungayan muna natin ang ating quarter highlights presented by Quintana Sports. What a time to come alive for Precious Momoe.
Especially, nabanggit natin kanina, malas si Precious Momoe first 3 quarters, but when he gets his game going, everything flows smoothly para sa offense ng CEU.
7 points, 6 rebounds para kay Precious Momoe. All 7 of his points coming in the fourth quarter. Our final score, 82 to 75. Our pioneer, Mighty Bon Itzaglu, 3-point king, was James Paco.
James Paco was on point nung start ng game. Total niya is 3 out of I think he was 3 out of 6 for the game. Pero nung crucial parts ng game, medyo nawala na rin yung outside shot ni James Paco, but still did enough to get the award.
And the team as a whole, no, coach, talagang minala sila with their 3-point shooting. Our Cafe France meaningful performance is Jeric Cañete, certainly a big help in this game para sa CEU. 15 points para sa kanya, but our player of the game, who else, coach? I don't think you had any problems deciding who.
Oo nga, now you see him, now you don't palagi. Itong si MJ Sart, always materializing at the right spot para sa CEU to come away with our best player award. No, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 5 of them offensive, 2 assists. Very efficient performer for our best player of the game.
He is at courtside with Ms. Avia Zunic.
Thank you so much, Javi and Coach Ev. I am here with our PG Flex Linoleum best player of the game, none other than Mark Sarza from the CEU Scorpions. Congratulations on this win, Mark. The LPU-Batangas Pirates didn't make it easy for you guys from top to finish. Talagang super intense ng game. Ano yung nakatulong sa inyo ng team nyo para makuha yung panalo ngayon?
Ayun, yung nakatulong sa amin yung depensa talaga namin na talagang pinagandaan namin to, yung depensa namin kasi tinalo kami nung elimination eh. Kaya ayun, sobrang pinagandaan namin yung laban na to.
Ano pa dapat ang mga abangan ng mga fans, ng mga audience natin sa UCAL, sa team nyo for the upcoming games?
Ayun, abangan nyo kami, mas lalong gagalingan pa namin, lalo na ngayon finals na. Talagang buhos na 100%.
Okay, before I let you go, Mark, baka may mga gusto kang batiin, mga fans nyo, please go ahead.
Unang-una, thank you kay Lord God sa panalo na binigay sa amin. Binabati ko rin yung mama ko sa ibang bansa, yung papa ko, yung kapatid ko, yung girlfriend ko, yung lola ko, at yung sila auntie, sila kuya. At sa CEU community at kay Boss JJ. At sa coaches ko, teammates. Ayun lang.
Congratulations sa'yo, Mark, and to the rest of the CEU Scorpions, our PG Flex Linoleum best player of the game. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Avia. We take a look at our updated Crane team matchup. Of course, MJ Sarza coming away with the advantage in this one, although Balubar sure in some good numbers, 12 points, but non-existent in helping on the glass. Ito si PJ Balubar, and certainly not at par with how he performed in the quarterfinal win that they had when he scored 20.
Oo nga, against Diliman College, man of the moment talaga for this game is MJ Sarza. Kita naman natin sa statistics.
And our playoff bracket is now updated. We have CEU, our first team to advance to our finals. Coach Joe Silva looking to get his first championship here in the UCAL and add another trophy to the trophy case of the Scorpions. Meanwhile, LPU Batangas Pirates finish a spectacular run this season, ending with their second ever semi-final appearance. Our next game, it's going to be the Olivares College Sea Lions and the PCU Dasmariñas Dolphins. Magbabalik kami.
Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoleum kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Alam mo ba, may bago ng klase